His name is TobyKeith. One word.
Welcome to the DeSoto Approach with Jake and Logan.
Well, I don't know if you would call them aliens. Maybe they're not called that.
Let's go. You know what? Do you know what today is?
Not 420 anymore.
Not anymore. No.
422.
Yep. It's Earth Day, dude. It's also Boomer's birthday today.
It is?
The big dog, dude.
Hell yeah. Happy birthday, Boom. I know you're probably listening to this.
Shout out. Worst guest we've had so far.
By far the worst guest. He makes guest appearance almost every episode, too.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's
shit.
Louis. Louis
Yeah.
makes guest appearances almost every
Louis
episode.
definitely does.
But I'm sure Boomer has his hand in it somehow.
Oh, once Louis gets going, then Boomer gets going. If they both get going, if there's like a mailman or something coming up,
It's game over.
yeah,
They're
Game
getting
fucking
they're
over.
getting on the app no matter what.
Yeah,
So.
dude. Yeah, Boomer's getting a little older. He's about 4 now, but not quite as old as the Guinness World Record holder.
Yes, which we will talk about later in the show.
Okay.
We'll get
We'll
it.
get
We'll
to
get
that.
into that. We'll get into that. We'll give him a little tease early on in the show. We'll give him a little tease. But anyway, we are going to start the show. Mike Tyson beating the shit out of this kid.
What do you think about this? Is it Tyson's fault?
No, it's
I don't think so at all.
It's 100% not Mike Tyson's fault. Yes, did he beat the shit out of the kid? Yes, but also you're essentially committing suicide by fucking with Mike Tyson.
He's the last person like in the world that you want to just fuck with.
Exactly. Like we were talking about it yesterday. I was like comparing it to, like, say you take Dustin Poirier, who's like an upper tier UFC fighter, could kill you with his bare hands.
Oh yeah.
But you put him in the same room as Mike Tyson, and it's just like Mike Tyson is a different type of human being than Dustin Poirier. Like,
He's insane.
you do not fuck with Mike Tyson.
No, and that's what it was too. Like it wasn't. I don't think Tyson had a problem with the guy because on a plane, because there was kind of a video of it, and the guy apparently what happened was, when he first got on the plane, there was like 2 guys. They recognized him. Obviously, he's Mike Tyson, and they were like big fans. And Tyson was cool with them at first. He like took a picture with them, and was just like, cool, whatever. And then they kept kind of bugging him. Just one of the guys kept fucking bugging him about shit, and he was like, "Hey, man, leave me alone." They were on a plane, so he's just trying to fly. He's traveling. He's fucking doing whatever, and the guy kept fucking with him. And so, I mean, it's Mike Tyson. What do you want him to do?
And it's also, they were like kind of drunk, it seemed like. I don't know if they were, but it just kind of seemed like they were
the
drunk
one guy
and being
seemed
stupid.
pretty drunk.
I mean, he looks pretty fucking drunk in this picture that we're looking at right now.
he also just got fucked up by Mike Tyson.
He
dude.
looks so defeated.
You're not gonna look great after getting your ass kicked by Mike Tyson.
Yeah. There's like a huge cut on the video that I saw looked like he was like punching him in the stomach. But then in this picture, he has like a huge cuts down the right side of his face.
Yeah.
So he really got it. But another thing I was thinking about after further watching this video and further thinking about it is, why the fuck is Mike Tyson flying commercially? Like, wouldn't you think that he'd be flying private? He's
Dude,
Mike
you gotta
Tyson,
be
dude.
rich, though. You know how much
Dude,
it costs for a private jet?
Dude, Mike Tyson? You don't
Yeah,
think
but I don't
Mike
think
Tyson
he's
is the
that
level
rich.
of...
He's celebrity, but he's not that rich, dude. It's
don't think so?
expensive to fly private. Yeah.
I mean, there's like comedians and stuff that fly private everywhere.
Yeah, like Jerry Seinfeld.
Dude,
Jerry
like Tom
Seinfeld's
Segura talks
fucking-
about how he flies private all the time.
Yeah, but not always.
Granted, he's rich as fuck.
Yeah. But he doesn't like have his own private jet. Like I'm sure sometimes.
That's what I mean.
He
Like
flies
he could
commercial.
so Mike Tyson could still charter out a jet.
Yeah, but not every time he flies.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Mike Tyson flies around quite a bit.
Yeah. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. It's a shitty position to be in, I feel like. If you're not poor, but if you're super famous, but you also don't have the money to be...
Yeah, poor Mike Tyson.
No, like, you're super famous, but you don't have the money to completely separate yourself from reality.
Yeah.
To where people are just constantly fucking with you because you have to be in the general public at all times.
Yeah.
Like going on a commercial flight, he has to dude, he's so recognizable.
Oh,
Every single person recognizes Mike Tyson.
He's got the Mike Tyson face tattoo.
Yeah.
Like, nobody else has that fucking tattoo.
And
dude.
if you got that tattoo, then you would be the guy with the Mike Tyson tattoo.
Yeah, like in The Hangover when he fucking Hangover
yeah.
2. That's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
this guy
that guy's
fucked up.
an idiot. What?
Big
And I
time.
feel like people always want to fuck with people like Mike Tyson just because. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people do that.
It's
like,
always the
dumb-
worst person, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like you only hear about it when it's someone like Mike Tyson.
That's true.
Because like if that was, I don't know, if that was some other celebrity that isn't as of a threat as Mike Tyson, like it wouldn't have been an issue probably. You know what I mean? But Mike Tyson's a psychopath and just turned around and fucking started wailing on this guy.
He said when he used to have tigers, he said he would have his tiger sleep in his bed with him at night.
Dude, that's enough right there. Nope. I don't even want to talk to you.
That's fucking insane.
I wouldn't even look him in the eye, dude. He's the type of guy I wouldn't even look in the eye.
Dude,
No
and
way.
he still is fucking dangerous. He's like 54, 55, but he's not the guy you want to fucking fight
ripped
with
up
on
too.
a plane.
He's like ripped up now. He got
Dude,
fat
he got
for a
in
while.
really good
now
shape for that fight he did last year. Like, he was in fucking good shape.
Yeah, who did he fight? Who was that?
Roy Jones Jr.
Oh, yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't as like high level as a normal boxing match, but it was still Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
And
20 years ago, Mike Tyson.
yeah.
Fuck, dude. He was the world heavyweight champion when he was like 20 years old, wasn't he?
It had to have been because that was. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
I feel like it was in his 20s. I don't know if it was 20.
I think he was like 20. Yeah, 20 years old.
Wow.
That's fucking insane.
How long
He's
was
the
his
youngest
did he have a
heavyweight
pretty
champ.
Did he have a pretty long boxing career?
Yeah, because he like went to prison and then got out of prison and came back.
I didn't know if he was like a kind of a short career guy that was just super big because he bit a guy's ear off and just fucking knocked people out. I didn't know how long his career actually was as a boxer. I don't know. Moral of the story is, I guess, don't fuck with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, but by the way, fucking obviously don't fuck with Mike Tyson, dude.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And it's not even like they were like, "Oh, Mike, can we get like a picture?" Like being nice to him. They were
they did actually, at first, and like I said, he took a picture with him,
and then he probably
were
told
cool.
them to stop bothering him.
Yeah.
Dude,
which anybody would do.
How does Mike Tyson look you in the fucking eyes and say, "Stop bothering me," and then you don't
and
stop
keep
bothering
going.
him, dude?
Yeah, dude.
You have to have some nuts on you to do that.
100% on that. Like if you go to fucking Yellowstone and there's like you see a bear and you go fuck with the bear and then the bear eats you. No one's like, "Well, why did the bear do that?" Like fucking that's what the bear does, dude.
Yes. It's all you. It's all you.
Exactly. If you go fucking with Mike Tyson and he punches you in the face, nobody is like, "Well, why did Mike Tyson do that?" That's what he fucking does, dude.
Yeah, you made your fucking bed. Now go lay in
Yeah.
it. That's funny.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
That's so funny. I fucking love Mike Tyson, though. He's one of my favorite celebrities. Every like interview I've seen with him, he just seems. Yeah. First of all, he's super smart. He's way smarter than you would think, especially because of the way he like
brain
talks,
damage.
because he has like the weird voice. Yeah. But he's super smart. He knows a shit ton about history, like ancient history, and a bunch of like great leaders and stuff, like Genghis Khan and stuff like that.
Dude, his childhood is fucked up too. Like his just interesting all around. Like he knows a lot of shit, and his like. Dude, he was like doing meth and shit. I don't know. Was it meth? It was some hard drug that he was doing when he was like 12, like 11.
And he was like in like a boys' home or something.
He was like getting
he was like an orphan.
Yeah.
And I think when he was like 12 or 13, he weighed 195 pounds.
Holy.
And he went to a boxing tournament, and they're like, this kid isn't fucking 13 years old. And they're like, yes, he is. Like, no, he's not. And they made him box all the 16-year-old age group, and he just beat the piss out of everybody, dude.
Yeah, he's a fucking killer, dude. Last person I would fuck with on a plane.
Yeah, dude.
It's just, this whole story is just, I know I keep saying it, but this whole story is just so funny because he is actually the last person I would fuck with.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
name any person on the planet.
By the
He's
way,
the last
that guy
one.
fucking deserved it for fucking with him,
Yeah.
but also he probably
look at
does
him.
that kind of shit all the time because no one ever has just punched that guy in the face.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. That's the first time that guy's been punched in the face.
Yes, dude. And if you're fucking with Mike Tyson and you think you're not going to get punched, like, I don't know. This is just the universe evening stuff out. That guy needed to get fucking punched in the face.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Speaking of
I love it,
the
though.
universe evening stuff out, we asked our YouTube audience a question last week about our last podcast. The question was, is the Denver International Airport a hub for the Illuminati? Now, you just said it. The universe evens stuff out, right? Well,
yes.
61% said yes.
And
18% said no. And 21% said no comment. 229
which means yes,
votes.
but they don't want to get killed.
Exactly. So really, we're sitting at about 82% said yes. Well, 21 no comment. I don't know, dude. I don't know how much more. I don't know how much further we need to go into researching this because I think it's pretty. I mean, I think 229 votes is pretty conclusive.
That's most of the population of this country.
Yes.
The 18% that said no, by the way, were all bot accounts made by the Clintons.
Yeah, and they also didn't watch our podcast. So
yeah, we had definitive proof on the episode.
Yeah. We laid it all out. We gave the facts. You know, we got fucked. But 229, 82% yes. So there you have it. Now,
it's official.
I found a Facebook Marketplace for you as well coming up.
I know.
here.
I couldn't find any good ones. Well,
So,
I found the
it's
one,
okay.
but it was kind of fucked up.
It's okay. So I know you like riding bikes. And you're a big biker now. You're always out there riding bikes, doing your bike stuff.
Hell
so
yeah.
I figured I'd get you this bike here. It's got like a 18-inch wheel on the front, and it's got like a fucking desk chair wheel on the back.
It's like the fucking the giant ones they used to ride with the giant wheel and the little tiny one.
But on a smaller scale. Like
but
the
this
back
is like
wheel
if a meth
actually
head made it.
Yeah, that back wheel is actually the size of like a desk chair wheel. And the caption says, "This is a 26-inch fixed gear penny." What the fuck does that say?
Penny farthing.
What's penny farthing?
Is that what those things are called?
I don't know. Penny
Those weird
farthing with
bikes?
a scooter wheel in the back and foot pegs. It's got foot pegs, so you can peg somebody on it. This thing is great. I'll ride it for a mile or two every once in a while.
Fuck
Bullshit,
off.
dude.
No
This
way.
guy does not ride this for a mile.
Absolutely not. No one has ridden this any amount of distance, let alone a fucking mile, dude.
Dude, I would pay you a lot of money to fucking take this and ride Ragbri. If you could finish Ragbri, Ragbri, if you're not from Iowa, is like a race across. It's not really a race. It's more like an event where you ride bikes. A bunch of bikers ride across Iowa, essentially. And there's like stops along the way, you know, food, drinks, things like that.
Yeah, it's like a week-long thing. You go from town to town.
So it's a significant ride. I would pay you a lot of fucking money. I don't even know. Put a number on it. I would pay you that to ride that thing on Ragbri. That'd be so fucking funny seeing somebody on that.
I'll ride it for a mile or two every once in a while. Fuck off.
God damn. It reminds me of back when we were younger. We used to, this is so stupid, but we used to do it. We used to take our bikes and we take the rubber part of the wheel off, the back wheel, So it was just a metal rim. And we called them spark bikes. And we'd ride around and there'd just be fucking sparks flying out of the back of the bike.
Fucking spark bikes, dude. Do you remember
Just
that
tearing
time
the wheel up?
we were talking about Theron last episode too, but there's so many fucking crazy Theron stories. Do you
Could
remember
go
when
all
he
day.
built that, he took like that what do they call it? Power wheels, the one it was like the little Jeep, and he fucking cut it.
Oh,
off,
we
like,
drug it behind the
frame, and he
Blazer?
like, what's that?
We drug it behind the Blazer.
Yeah, dude, and he like steel reinforced the frame on this. Like, I don't know if you guys know what power wheels are. They're like these things for little kids where it's like not a go-kart, but it's just like an electric little thing. They drive around like fucking 5
You
miles
see
an
them at like
hour.
Walmart and shit.
Yeah. So Theron had one of those for some reason, and he cut the bottom part out of it and put a steel like go-kart frame on it. So it was like heavily reinforced. This thing was fucking indestructible. And we got a rope and tied it to the back of Jordan's Blazer, and we're just pulling him around on these empty roads. We were probably going like 30, 40 miles an hour, and Theron's hauling ass on the back of there. Dude.
There's got to be a video out there of it somewhere. But so like my Blazer, like it was a 98 Chevy Blazer, and the back like came down like a tailgate. So we would just be like, I would be driving and you guys would be like sitting on the tailgate, and he'd just be strapped and you'd be watching him just fly back and forth on the road. And I think he had the number 12 helmet on. Actually,
Probably
call back
did.
to last episode.
That was a
or
good
episode
year.
Before. Yeah, it was a good year. 2012. This is probably 2012 that this happened.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that had to definitely be before we started drinking. That seems like a before we started drinking activity.
Seems like something most people would do when they were drinking.
Yeah, but I feel like it was opposite. Actually, no. That would have been like our junior year, because I didn't get my Blazer until
I'll say I don't
year.
remember.
It was junior year, because remember I had the Malibu and I wrecked it in the first week, dude.
Oh, that one kid freaking T-boned you. Slow runner, fast driver. He was the slowest kid alive, dude.
Slowest
he was
runner,
the slowest kid alive. He played
Slowest
soccer.
runner.
I played soccer with him when we were like probably 12 or 13. And I'm not kidding. This kid was he looked like he was running in slow motion. It was insane.
Yeah.
Slow runner,
drives
fast
fast,
driver.
though.
T-boned the fuck out of Logan.
Yeah, and he drives right down the middle of the fucking road. He actually hit me head on, like on the front left of my car, because I was turning to go up on the highway. I was turning right to go on the highway, and he was coming at me, driving down the middle of the road, and just fucking hit the front left part of my car. Fucking idiot, dude. But that car lasted about 5 days. So.
I feel like you had it for longer than that.
Well, 5 days after I got my license. That's how I knew I got my Blazer when I was 16 or older than 16.
Right after you got your license.
Because that happened like 5 days after I got my license.
That's funny. All right, what else we got in here?
So yeah, hopefully you can get a hold of that bike for you so you can take it.
Yeah, we'll make an offer. We should make an offer on this bad boy.
Are we talking about Netflix here?
Oh, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
So the
Netflix?
thing you told me about Netflix. So they were talking about, so what exactly was it again? You were explaining it to me yesterday.
So Netflix, like, well, their stock dropped like 30%. I don't know what it is at now, but a couple days ago it dropped 30% because they reported, first time in 10 years, Netflix reported a drop in subscribers. And they said they were going to release a cheaper version with ads.
Yeah, which
I don't
pisses
fucking get
me
it.
off.
That's
dude.
Netflix's whole brand is not
Nothing-
having ads.
Dude,
It really
nothing
is.
riles me up. Yes, that's why you want to get a streaming service.
Yeah, that's why
feel
you pay for
so you
it.
can watch stuff, so you can binge watch it. You don't have to watch fucking commercials like on TV.
Yeah.
I hate. There's nothing that makes me more mad than
Yeah.
fucking commercials.
And
on
I was
anything.
thinking about this. You said you're like, if you want commercials, just do it how YouTube does it. It's free and they have they have
Yeah.
ads. Like
If
you can
I'm
pay for
paying-
YouTube Premium, but I was thinking about this, dude. YouTube's ads aren't even that bad. You can watch
You
5
can
seconds
skip
and
them
fucking
after.
skip
Yeah,
over it.
dude.
Like Hulu is the worst. Like
It'll be like
if there's something
3
on Hulu
minutes
I
of
wanna watch-
advertisements sometimes.
Yeah, it's insane. It's
And
so
you're
crazy.
paying for it, dude.
Yeah. Like YouTube somehow figures it out that they can just do it without even fucking. Maybe I bet there's way more viewers on YouTube though than there is on.
Yeah, because it's free. You
Well,
can just go
and
on and
there's
fucking
just
watch YouTube.
and there's just unlimited amount of creators too.
Right.
Like
That's what I was saying. I
like
would
we're
rather
we're adding to the like viewership of YouTube.
Yeah.
Just people watching our show on YouTube.
That's
It's
what I was
not a
saying.
lot,
Like I
but
would
it's still-
rather. I'm not gonna fucking pay to have Netflix and then still watch ads. I would rather just go on YouTube and watch the fucking YouTube ads, and have that ad revenue go to some like small creator that's really
Right.
good at making videos, that puts in a lot of effort just by himself, and then he's getting the money for that ad revenue instead of fucking Netflix, who's already charging people to fucking do it, and they're getting ad revenue. Get fucked. Fuck
Yeah.
Netflix, dude. That's
Yeah,
why.
there's so many like because like all that money on Netflix and Hulu, it's just going towards like executives, like it's just going towards shit that's just all that money's gonna get diluted out.
Yeah.
And then the people who are actually like the creative people coming up with the content and like the people who are actually like the actors and things like that probably aren't getting paid as much. Unless you're like a big name.
Unless it's a big show like Stranger Things. Did you see the budget for
Yeah.
the new season of Stranger Things?
Dude, I bet that's gonna be insane.
I want to look it up.
I didn't
just
see
saw
the
it on
budget, though.
Twitter
What
this
was it?
morning. Season 4 had a budget of $30 million per episode for Stranger Things.
Holy. Oh my
Like
god, that's
those
so
actors
much
are
money.
probably making money.
That's crazy too, because I feel like Stranger Things is a lot of like CGI. There's a lot of CGI done in it.
Yeah. That's probably why it's so expensive, right?
I feel like CGI
Isn't that really
would be the
expensive to
cheap
do?
part.
No way. That's
I
so
feel like having actual physical like sets, like where you have to like recreate something without CGI. Otherwise,
Yeah,
why
but
would
that's not-
CGI?
cuz it's just people. You just have them standing there. Like CGI like
What do you mean just standing there?
well they
No,
might
I'm
be
talking
moving
about, like-
around.
No, yeah, they're moving around. They're acting. No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about like for example, I was talking about that Band of Brothers show. Like they didn't use CGI, but it was like a full fucking war scene all the time, constantly, and they made it look exact. I mean, I wasn't at World War II, but I'm guessing they made it they made it look pretty similar. You know, like
Yeah.
that had to be so expensive. I feel like that's way more expensive than CGI.
I don't know. I think CGI is really expensive to do. Like the movie Avatar. You know how much that fucking cost to make?
Yeah.
That was all
But
CGI.
isn't it all just done on a fucking computer?
Yeah.
So how expensive could it actually? Maybe like the labor, like the
I
people
think
that
it's
know
more
how to do
expensive
it.
than you think.
I guess like the lighting and things like. There's probably stuff that you actually have to do in the physical taping of it to make it work. Kind of like a green screen. Like the green screen has to be like perfectly lit across the board, otherwise it will be kind of like splotchy.
Yeah.
So I bet there's stuff like that, I guess, that goes into it.
Okay. So this is from 2018. The average production costs of CGI, like of CGI 3D animation per movie in the United States. So the average cost of CGI animation and 3D effects amounted to $33.7 million per movie in 2018. But is that including movies that don't have it? Like Superbad, there was no fucking CGI in Superbad.
Yeah.
I know that wasn't from 2018.
So
but...
if that includes
Oh,
yeah,
this is from
that
2008 to 2018.
if that includes movies that don't have CGI, then yeah, that means
That's what I'm saying.
The movies that do have it, it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
How much do you think Avatar cost to make?
75 million.
75. close. $237 million.
Holy shit.
You were just off.
Yeah. Just double it and add fucking 50,000 or 50 million.
Dude, the new one is coming out this year. 250 million. See, that's what I'm saying. It's so expensive to animate that shit.
Yeah.
And like to make it look real for like really good CGI.
Yeah.
Is so expensive. Like you said, with all the lighting on the different, like when you fucking animate a dragon, the lighting on one side of it has to be match up with where the light source is and all this stuff. I don't know. It's fucking wild. It's got to be so expensive.
Yeah. And I mean, like the tools that everyday people have now and the skills that everyday people have now with like video editing and things, like you almost have to have like an insane experience when you're watching Netflix. Otherwise, it's like not going to compete with YouTube creators.
Yeah. There's some really good YouTube creators. And like,
yeah,
I don't know. There's some bad shit on Netflix too.
Yeah, we talked about
like
this.
Netflix,
like
yeah, just cranks out so much stuff that every once in a while something like Stranger Things will just hit, and it's or like Squid Game was massive. Did we talk about that on here?
Yeah, a couple episodes ago, I think we did.
Yeah. Did you watch Squid Game?
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I was fucking hooked.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the first episode I watched was like 2 days before it started like popping off. Like right when it first was like kind of on the trending, but it wasn't really like everyone wasn't talking about it yet. So I had not heard of it. I had I'm just saying you knew no. I'm just saying I had no idea what it was. I didn't know what it was going into it. And I was at my brother's house before we went to Oregon last year. And we smoked like half a joint, so I was pretty high. And I was just going to bed, and I was watching Netflix. He's like in their second bedroom, like, yeah, you can watch Netflix in here, whatever. I was just like, cool. And I was going through, and it was on the trending, but I had not heard of it. I had no idea what it was. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just watch this, whatever, like to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Turned it on, and I was like, oh, it's Korean. Like I don't, and it was in Korean. It was just subtitled because you can also watch it without the subtitles, and it's like dubbed over.
I think we talked about
this, dude.
Dude, that's what I watched it on. I don't want to fucking read subtitles a whole... Dude, I wanted to have this argument. I was just going to ask you this. Because I feel like you're the person that's like, oh, you got to watch it in Korean and then read the subtitles.
I watched the first episode in Korean and read the subtitles. And then after that, I watched it with the subtitles. But it's weird. But I couldn't... So I also couldn't tell...
I don't know.
This is also weird. I was like, I couldn't tell how good the acting was when it was in Korean because I was like, this could be terrible acting because like how you say stuff can be really bad acting, but it's in Korean, so it's way different. Like the structure of the sentences, like the way you fluctuate your voice and stuff like that is way different. So I just had no idea. But
yeah, and it's the concept of the show just carried it. Like there could have been bad actors.
It was just an original idea for a show, which I like. Everything is just remakes of other stuff now.
Yeah, and it was
there's no like good original ideas.
It was just constant anticipation too. The whole show, Squid Games, was just constant anticipation. Like what's gonna happen next?
Yeah,
like it sounds cliche, but like that's actually what you're like the whole time watching.
Yeah,
like what's the next game? Like I just I want to know.
Yeah, and it's not just a fucking remake of some show from the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like everything is that now.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm not a big movie guy, though, so I don't have much opinion on things, but I do watch things like Squid Game when they come out, for sure.
It wasn't as good as everyone made it out to be, though, I don't think. It was fine.
Yeah. I can see what you're saying.
Like, it was like the fucking biggest show Netflix has ever had. It was cool, and I appreciate, like I said, that it was like an original idea. There was nothing else like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was fine.
I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like people that say, like, the Beatles weren't, like the Beatles were good, but it was just, like, they, like, hit their stride perfectly and just, like, became the biggest fucking thing ever.
Dude, the Beatles were fucking good, Logan. Do you know how many albums the Beatles had? You know how many good songs the Beatles had?
Yeah.
Like hundreds.
Yeah, but like that's just opinionated. Like, there's a lot of people. I guarantee there's a lot of people out there that don't think the Beatles are the best band to ever live.
Yeah, and those people are lying, which is fine.
I don't think so,
dude. What's the best band ever then? Which is so subjective. I will say that, but just like statistically, the amount of like hits that the Beatles had, no one else has had that many songs that were like massive like that.
Let's see which bands have the. Artists with most #1 songs. Beatles was #1. You're right.
Oh,
yeah, but that's my point. No, that's literally my point. Like you were just saying, like Squid Games is the. You were like Squid Games is the best. Okay, if we're doing it stats, and you can't even deny that Squid Games wasn't the best. If we're doing it purely off, that's my. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like but that's different though.
How is it different?
Consistently doing it like that, like Squid Game season 2 isn't going to be good. It's already over. Nobody watches it anymore. Nobody cares.
Mariah Carey is #2. Mariah Carey is the second. That's a better example than Beatles. Mariah Carey is a better example. Like, she's the second best artist of all time because she has the most #1 songs.
Is that true?
That's what according
to like.
Well, this is according to the Insider.
Dude, I couldn't even name one Mariah Carey song outside of that fucking Christmas song, and I hate that song.
That song's the worst. Elvis Presley #3, #4, Rihanna.
Michael Jackson. Wait, who?
Rihanna. She has 14.
What does Michael Jackson have? Is he up there?
He's #5. He's got 13. These are top songs, like songs that topped the Billboard charts.
Damn.
Dude.
Oh, like just #1?
Yeah, like songs that were #1 on the Billboard Top 100 or Billboard Hot 100, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. But Beatles have 20. Mariah Carey has... Dude, Mariah Carey's only 1 behind the Beatles.
Still behind, dude.
But that's my point. Like, dude, stats are for liars. I love saying that. I just said it the other day, actually, or yesterday. Stats are for liars, and liars use statistics, bud.
That's fair. You can, dude. Like, there's, like, with all the COVID stuff, like, dude, you can just say anything, and there's some sort of stats to back it up.
Yeah.
Like, different bullshit studies. Like, dude, they used to say fucking cigarettes were good for you.
And I guarantee you could go online and find an article about how cigarettes are good for you.
Yeah, 100%.
You could find anything. Like you could find, like Kyla and I were talking about this. We were talking about diets, and like we were talking about like people who are vegan and like the benefits of like, you know, like we were basically talking about how like diets have so many nuances, and there's just like so many factors that can go into a diet to determine whether or not it's healthy for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you type in, is the vegan diet bad for you on Google, it will come up with a bunch of results about how it's bad for you. But if you change your search to, is the vegan diet good for you?
Yeah.
Just changing one word will change your search results completely and give you something completely different.
Yeah. And they'll be like, oh, being vegan is so much better for you. And it's like, because they're comparing it to like the average American diet. It's like, yeah, but the average American diet is so fucking shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the meat. It's what people eat with the meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fried chicken isn't chicken.
I eat meat in the 3 Big Macs I eat for lunch. Like, yeah, but the rest of the stuff isn't good.
Yeah, like a bucket of fried chicken. Like, oh, chicken's the leanest meat. Well, how about the fucking 10 pounds of breading that you just put all over
Not if it's the fucking Popeyes chicken sandwich,
and
dude,
the
which
canola
is so
oil
good.
that you...
Oh, dude,
Popeyes?
I have beef with Popeyes. Logan and I went to a Popeyes one time a couple years ago. This is probably 2 years ago. Was this during COVID? I don't know.
I feel like we talked. I can't remember if we talked about this, but this is fucking hilarious.
It was.
You should find your Yelp
Popeyes,
review.
Dude, so Popeyes is good. Popeyes is one of my favorite like fast food restaurants. Their spicy chicken sandwich, so good. They put one in Dubuque a couple years ago, And then we went, I think it's the only time I've been to that Popeyes.
It's the only time I've ever been to Popeyes ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, go to a different one. Popeyes is good. This is just the worst run business that I've ever been to in my life.
Did you do a review on Yelp? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, dude, I'm
trying to find your review.
A scathing review on TripAdvisor. Dude, there was
TripAdvisor.
All of the reviews on the TripAdvisor for the Popeyes in Dubuque were bad. Some of them extremely racist. Most of them very mean. I wrote a scathing review on TripAdvisor. But so we got to the drive-thru. We sat in the drive-thru line for like 20 minutes probably. Like before we got up to the window.
Yeah, we were just sitting there.
And you're like, oh, 20 minutes isn't that bad.
It might have been longer than 20 minutes.
In a drive-through, 20 minutes is so long. You're just sitting in your car. I don't even know why we stayed.
Yeah.
I just really, really wanted Popeyes. And we were there forever. And then, so before we got up to the thing, Molly went online and ordered the food online, like for pickup. And then we got up there and they were like, oh, we didn't know that there was an online order. And then so we had to wait another like 10 or 15 minutes in, like they're like, oh, will you pull around and wait in the parking lot or whatever? We'll bring your food out. We wait another fucking 10 or 15 minutes. We are 30 minutes into this venture just to get a fucking Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. They finally bring it out. The fries were ice cold, and I don't mean they weren't hot. I mean they felt
were
like
cold.
the fries,
like
you know when you
freezer.
drop a fry like in your car and you find it like 2 months later on the side and it's all hard and it's cold.
Yeah.
That's what the fries tasted like. I'm pretty sure they just went out and got a fucking scoop of fries out of the bottom of their car. They gave us that. It was so bad, like inedibly bad. I ate like one or two of the fries. Someone had like chicken strips or something like that. I will say my chicken sandwich was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was still good. But it was so bad. It took them so long. And then they gave us an apple pie with it. They're like, sorry about the wait.
Here's an apple pie.
Here's an apple pie. Yeah.
Here's an apple pie to have with your fucking car fries.
And by the way, disgusting apple pie. It was inedible.
Yeah.
I think we all had like one bite and we're like, dude, this is so bad.
I might be the least picky eater you'll ever fucking eat.
Dude.
Yeah, you're the same way. And I could not even come close to finishing I wanted
inedible.
We were so hungry. I wanted it to taste good so bad.
Yeah.
Like I wanted it to just taste just good enough, but it was just so
we were
fucking
so
bad.
fucking torqued up when we got back to the house. We're both like
we were
online,
pacing around.
Logan's like emailing corporate of Popeyes. Like we were fucking pissed, dude.
You want to know something?
Mad. I've never been back to that Popeyes, and I like Popeyes.
I'll never go back.
And I want to because Popeyes is good.
God, dude, we were fucking on one that night. Like Kyla and Molly were like,
we got back because we were so hungry.
Yeah,
and we just wanted Popeyes.
And there's nothing, like you said, there's nothing open in Dubuque late at night. So it's like, that was the only option.
Yeah.
They let us down. It was sad. It was really sad and disappointing.
It was unbelievable.
Because guess what? If it was good service and it tasted good, guess where we're going late at night next time?
Yeah, Popeyes every time.
You got a return customer, baby.
That's all you had to do is not fuck up. And like, by the way, whenever you go to fast food, you're like, your expectations are, they're here, dude.
Yeah, they're not high.
Here. They're here.
It takes
just
a
give me
lot.
something I can eat. If I can't even eat it,
yeah, it takes a lot to really lower it below your like. You aren't expecting anything. You're expecting bare minimum.
Yeah.
And when you can't even get that, then it's just like
they couldn't even give me food.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't even eat it, dude.
It wasn't edible, yeah.
Oh my God.
Whatever, Popeyes. Fuck Popeyes. Fuck Popeyes in Dubuque.
Yeah, dude, I'm off fucking Popeyes.
I'll give it a try somewhere else. Like if I go somewhere else.
There's one in Des Moines.
There is?
Yeah.
I'm
assuming there's everything else.
I mean, as you can probably imagine, that being my first experience at Popeyes, I haven't exactly seeked it out.
0 for 1. Jesus.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's move on to this next article. You sent me earlier today.
Well, there goes our Popeyes sponsorship.
Yeah. What? Hey, maybe they'll still sponsor us. Maybe they'll redeem their shitty service and give us a sponsor.
If they send us some food, edible food.
Okay. I'll turn. That was a terrible experience at Popeyes. But how fucking funny would it be if Popeyes sponsored this soda approach?
Dude, I would be hyped if Popeyes sponsored it. That'd be amazing.
Like we just have Popeyes
my fucking opinion
everywhere,
would
dude.
flip so quickly. I'd be like, dude, Popeyes is the best restaurant in the world.
I'd put a fucking Popeyes sticker right on my fucking hood of my car.
Like in Talladega Nights when he has the Fig Newton sticker on the front.
Yes.
Just over the windshield.
Yes. Yeah, just have it fucking everywhere, all over my car. There'd be like ads popping up and shit. Like it'd look like a spam video. Like it'd be like those shitty websites with just ads popping up everywhere. That'd be our YouTube video. Just Popeyes ads. They'd be paying us like $200 an episode. Just not even anything.
I would change my life.
Oh fuck. Okay. What do we got here? Let's talk about the Guinness World Record.
Oh. Yeah, so
Guinness
speaking of
World
dog
Record
birthdays, the Book of World Records just recognized.
Speaking of dog birthdays.
Yeah, it's Boomer's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Fuck that up. My bad.
The Guinness Book of World Records recognized a 21-year-old Chihuahua as the oldest dog alive. Dude, the dog looks good,
fucked
too.
Up tonight.
By the way, dude, his name is TobyKeith. One word. One word, TobyKeith.
Wait, one word?
One word.
Oh, my God. And they capitalized the K,
name.
too.
That's his first name, TobyKeith.
And they capitalized the K. TobyKeith.
That's so funny, dude. The dog doesn't look that bad either.
No.
Like
he looks like a meme. He looks like that meme Chihuahua, where it's like the Chihuahua squinting like you're full of shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if it is. I mean, all Chihuahuas kind of. Like,
he was born on January 9th, 2001. This dog was alive pre 9/11. That's insane.
This dog is old enough.
That dog saw the towers go down.
7.
He saw the towers go down, dude.
God. Dude. He refuses to go. He's from Florida. Of course. He's probably.
Do you think he's still alive?
Yes, dude.
This is from he was 21 years and 66 days on March 16th.
This article was written. This article was written on yesterday. It was posted yesterday.
Oh, it came out yesterday. Okay.
So I'm assuming he's still alive. That'd be kind of fucking shitty if he died the day that they posted the article.
Well, that was like the dog party that your dog got invited to.
Yes. So we're at our house in DeSoto, and my dog, her name was Zeta. She was a chocolate lab, and
she was the shit.
She was
Big Zay.
She was old. She was an old dog. Like, she didn't give a fuck. She just kind of. She was just kind of like a grumpy old bitch, kind of.
No, she was nice.
She just
didn't do much.
Yeah, you're right. But anyway, Jake comes over, and I forgot this was on our fridge. There's one of like our family friends had an old dog just like Zeta. She was like 15 or no, it was 16. It was sweet 16,
dude.
It was an invitation on our fridge for this dog's sweet 16 birthday. And Zeta was fucking invited to the dog party, dude. Like, we'd never been invited to a party in our lives, and my fucking dog got invited.
Dude, and we could not stop laughing because the invitation
funny.
Was sent out like 3 months in advance. And we're like, dude, there's a 50-50 shot this dog even makes it to that birthday party.
Dude, I don't know if I just I don't know if I just welded, chiseled this into my brain, but I'm pretty sure the dog died before the party.
Dude, we thought that was so funny when we saw that. We could not stop laughing.
I was crying. I just remember just fucking crying because we kept singing we were so stupid. We kept doing that the welcome to my house party. That song, except we'd be like, welcome to my dog party.
Oh my God, dude. 16.
God, so
21.
cringy.
What's this in dog years?
I was trying to do the math. 7 times 20
147?
is 147. Holy shit. Dog
That's an
years
old
aren't
dog.
real though. I feel like 7's kind of high. What's
For
like
dog years?
15 times? What's like 15?
Well, I mean,
times?
this is the oldest dog ever.
That's true. But the oldest dog ever would be 147 years old. What's the oldest person alive?
Well, it's 21. It's not actually 147. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
I think they're just saying
It's-
it's like equivalent.
Wonder
The
who
average
oldest-
Chihuahua's lifespan is between 12 to 18 years. Toby
Oh,
Keith
so it
has
ca-
surpassed
18.
the average expectancy.
So Chihuahuas actually live kind of a long time then. If 18 is
Yeah, smaller
average.
dogs live a while. Like big dogs don't live. Like Great Danes live to like 8, dude.
yeah, bigger dogs don't.
Yeah, that's why we gotta celebrate Boomer, dude. He's dead soon.
I just looked
I'm
up
just
the.
kidding, dude. He's 4. He's
He's
still
a
got a
big dog.
ways. He's still got a
Yeah,
ways, dude.
he's got 3 years, but he's not gonna make it to 50.
No way, dude.
Who was the oldest person alive? I looked it up. Kane Tananka. 119 years old. A
Right
woman
now he's alive?
from- Yes. 119 years old. I'm trying to see where she's from though.
What do you do when you're 119
Nobody from
years
America
old?
is living that
Like when
long.
you're 100 years old and you got 20 years to go, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Like when they
this-
were 100, they still had to be pretty like in good shape, right? To live another 20 years.
You'd have to be.
Like you think they were around like doing shit when they were 100?
It's weird though, because people like they'll look like they're healthy all the way up until they die, and it's just like there's a turning point. With
It's
like
a very
3
like
months
rapid
left,
thing. Yeah.
and they'll just like it'll just diminish quickly. But
Wait-
get this bitch lived through World War I, World War II, and the 1918
Who, this
Spanish
dog?
flu. Yeah, this dog, dude. This dog lived through like the fucking like the
By the way, the
What do they call it?
1918
What do they call
World
it?
War One, the 1918 Spanish flu, and World War II was like a 30-year span. You know how many people lived through all those?
yeah.
Oh,
but
wait,
she's
they're
still
still
alive.
alive?
Yeah,
Right
she's
now?
still alive.
Oh shit!
No, it's the oldest lady in the world that's still alive
right now. I thought that was the
lived through-
oldest person ever.
No, this lady is still
Well, probably
alive and
is,
lived
right?
through those.
Still probably is the
119?
oldest person ever.
Yeah, there might be someone that's like undocumented though, like someone
Well,
who didn't
yeah,
try
yeah,
to get the
yeah.
publicity for it,
Yeah.
like some like really spiritual person that isn't like a Wim Hof type person.
Yeah, that guy's gonna live till he's
Dude,
120.
Wim Hof
right?
might become the oldest person in the world.
I could see it.
We're
He'll
probably
fucking
gonna
take an
die
ice
before
bath
Wim
and do
Hof.
some breathing exercises. He's making it a fucking 130, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He
For sure.
literally proved that E. coli is a mindset, dude.
Yeah, and salmonella, I heard, but I
Yeah.
just heard that through the grapevine. I don't know if that's true.
No, so the other day we were talking about this. There's like this true crime documentary of this lady who was a serial killer, but she was like 80 years old. And
Oh, the bad neighbor or like the neighbor.
yeah, she was in like California, like Sacramento or something.
Yeah,
Have
and
you
she
heard
would like
about this?
she'd take like homeless people in
Yeah,
with like mental
and
health
just-
issues and just kill them and bury them in her backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But she was like 80 years old, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, I was like, so had she always been doing that, or did she start when she was older? And they're like, well, I think she started like in her 70s.
Yeah.
And I was like, when you're that old, why not, dude? You know what I mean? Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, but you're still gonna have
retired?
you're still gonna have a conscience. You're not just gonna be like, yeah, fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
some
yeah. But
people.
what are they gonna throw you in jail? You're fucking 80 years old, dude.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life, you already lived a whole life.
Yeah.
You lived 70 years, and you just want to see what it feels like to watch the life leave someone's eyes, dude.
Ugh.
And they're just homeless people. If anything, she's doing California a favor. They got so many homeless people, dude.
Jake, you're really concerning me right now.
I got a while to go.
There's a lot
before I'm
of
70,
dude. There's a lot of illegal shit that you could do other than fucking watch the life bleed out of someone's eye.
Yeah. Would you? So
like
if you're
fraud, you could commit fraud of some kind. I mean, who cares? You're 80.
Yeah. See, I think we were talking about this like with Bernie Madoff. Because how old was he?
Yeah,
when he got arrested.
He
Like
was in
70,
his 70s,
right?
I think. You want me to look it up? I'll look it up.
Yeah. Because would you rather, like, live a normal life
71.
when he got arrested?
Yep. He pleaded
See,
guilty
dude?
when he was 71 in 2000.
Would you rather live a normal life, try and get all your money in a legal way, and then maybe, by the way, probably not, have $60 billion or whatever he was worth. His company was worth $60 billion. And then when you're 71 years old, you have that much money. Or start a pyramid scheme, have $60 billion, and then when you're 70, you just go to jail for the rest of your life.
Yeah. That's tough because you got to think if you're worth $60 billion when you're 71, like there had to be like you had to climb to get to that. So like if you're worth $60 billion, you're probably enjoying your life along the way still.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like you're still
Yeah.
probably worth like 50 million when you're 30. If you're worth that much.
More than that. If you're going to be worth 60
Well,
billion,
it's exponential, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like I saw a thing, Elon was only worth like $5 billion like 5 years ago.
Only.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but I mean,
5
he's worth like
years ago.
300 billion
Yeah,
now.
that's a big difference.
Yeah. How much does your life change though? Between like 1 billion and 2 billion? Because between 0 billion
Not a
and
lot,
1
I don't
billion,
think.
like if you have $100 or you have $1 billion, you live in completely different worlds. That's only $1
Yeah.
billion difference. But if you have 1 billion to 2 billion, it's not that big of a difference, right?
I don't think it is. Because I think they all do the same thing. They just go buy property. Like it's not like they're doing anything crazy.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're never struggling for anything again. If you have $1 billion,
if you have 100,
you don't have to fucking wipe your own ass.
I would
if
argue,
you have $1
like-
billion.
yeah, I would argue like 250 million would be no different than $1 billion. As far as like
I don't know, dude. $1 billion.
a billion's
is
like
so
a social status thing. But like you're a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
Like that puts you into a new group of people. Like like the new 10 million is the new million. I feel like an average person could
because of inflation. Thanks a lot, Biden.
Thank you, Mr. Biden. No, I feel like the average everyday person, most average everyday people could become millionaires someday. Like if you invest the right way. Like it's not like you don't even have to invest like that smart. You could just like to do basic investing for a long enough time and you'd be a millionaire and live long enough.
Yeah, like this
You know what I
dog.
mean?
Dude, this dog's
this
probably
dog-
fucking stacked his bread.
Dude, this dog puts $500 a month into a Roth IRA. This motherfucker's worth like $2.5 million by the time he retires.
Dude, 21
He
years.
retired 70 years ago.
Dude, this dog is legally old enough to drink. Dude, I still can't get over that the dog's name is fucking Toby Keith.
TobyKeith.
Just one word, Toby Keith.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Wow. How I almost feel bad because you never know, like with these dogs, like what if that dog's quality of life is just terrible and that
That's what
person's
I'm
just
saying.
dragging out and that person's just like dragging out her life.
It looks like he's all right, though.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look that old in these pictures.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
He just looks like a
Like,
normal
there's dogs that
chihuahua.
are younger than that look like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's like 10-year-old dogs that are fucking
Yeah.
dead soon.
I guess like Zeta, you could tell
Yeah.
she was going. Like you
Yeah.
could tell she was getting.
Right.
So yeah. Dude, this dog just has the fucking gene, man. Thug life.
I wonder. Oh my God. The previous holder of the record, which by the way is older, so it's the longest or the oldest dog ever, was an Australian cattle dog who lived for a total of 29 years. Holy shit.
God.
His name was Bluey. Less cool name than TobyKeith, I'll say that.
Wasn't Garth Brooks. George Strait. George Strait, one word. Luke Bryan. Luke Bryan. That'd be a fucking funny dog name, actually. It's like Jim's dog. His fucking dog's name was Isaac. They called him Shitsy Euphamangina McButtfucker.
Wait, they what? What'd you say?
My dad came up with a name for Isaac. Well, his short nickname was Shitsy, but his long nickname was Shitsy Euphamangina McButtfucker.
That was the dog's name?
Yeah. Otherwise known as Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah. Enough about dogs.
All right, we got this
Let's play
thing
this
that I
video.
sent you about this streamer. So there's this kid that's been going viral. He's just a streamer. He streams like Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff. I can't remember what his name is.
It'll probably show up here.
Do we have the I don't know, but he has play this video. So every time he gets a kill, some guy got killed by him in like Call of Duty. I thought when I first saw this, I thought this kid was like 11 years old, and I thought it was so much funnier.
So he's just playing what, like Call of Duty?
So he's just going fucking nuts in his room. He's just doing a rave every time he gets a kill.
Yeah. And there's
a
like
bunch of lights
pyrotechnics
flashing and shit. He's going nuts. There's another video where he has like flames shooting out of a thing in the background, just in his bedroom. He's gonna burn his fucking parents' house down, dude.
Yeah. That was really loud noise. I'm sorry for that. But you just had to see it. Yeah, there's a video where he has like actual pyrotechnics, like
legitimate flames. Like it's like a 3-foot
in his
flame
bedroom.
shooting
It's just
out in his bedroom. This kid is a born entertainer, dude.
Yeah, this dude's gonna be worth something.
He's also
money.
15. He looks like he's like 12 years old. And I
Yeah.
thought he was like 12
He
at
looks like
first.
he's
Like,
11. Yeah,
what the
11 or
fuck
12.
is going on?
Yeah, that's funny, dude. Oh, and another thing you forgot to mention was he has, or I don't know if you said this. The music was really fucking loud, so I didn't know if you said this, but he has a live reader on his pulse when he's playing Xbox, so you can like see his pulse while he's playing. And you said there was one time that I got up to like 170 for like 5
dude.
minutes straight.
And he'll stream for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's fucking aggressive, dude.
Yeah. It's
Just like 80%
fucking
of your heart
commitment.
rate for 3 hours straight, dude.
dude, that music and fucking lights and everything, that alone has to amp your heart rate up.
Oh, yeah. He's literally just having a rave.
Yeah.
In
He's
his
probably
bedroom.
drinking fucking Venoms, dude.
His neighbors fucking hate him, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, even if it's not an apartment complex, if it's just a house,
Yeah,
you have to hear
dude.
that shit across the street. It's so loud. Dude, his parents are going to fucking kill him, though. Actually, his parents probably don't care because that kid probably makes so much fucking money off of Twitch.
Well, I don't
that-
think he was very big at first. Like,
Oh,
it's
really?
just been blowing up. He's been getting a lot of views on his streams now, but like he only had like 200 people were watching it, I think.
See, it's gotta
But
be
then
something
the first,
crazy
because
like that.
I don't know if this was the first tweet about it, the one that I was showing you.
Yeah.
But then it was just kind of like blowing up, and then it like went viral. So I think a few of his like last streams have gotten a ton of views now. But,
Yeah.
I mean, it was inevitable if he's just doing this shit
Yeah.
before he
Yeah.
just goes viral and people start watching it.
Yeah, if you do crazy enough shit, I mean, you're
There's
gonna.
just
people,
many people on the internet watching shit.
honestly,
like a
anything.
ton of
you could do
people.
anything if you just like film yourself doing anything.
Yeah.
Like if it's somewhat interesting, like eventually people will find you that like to listen to you.
Oh shit.
And then if it's something like that's like really out there, then it's gonna blow up faster, obviously.
That's
because it's just like people are gonna share it and be like, "Look at this fucking kid!" Like we're talking about it. There's so many people probably
exactly
talking about it. But
all right, what else we got on here? We got the aliens in Zimbabwe. Did you watch some videos on it?
I read an article on it, so I kind of have a decent idea of what was going on.
Yeah,
but we've been wanting to talk about this for a couple episodes, so
I know. So it was in 1994. There's like a bunch of school kids. There's like 60 kids at some school in Zimbabwe, and they all confirmed this story. I think a couple of them maybe said it didn't happen or something, but all of them say the exact same story. That like
it's really weird.
An alien spaceship or something came down. An alien walked out and telepathically communicated with all of them. Like didn't say anything, but telepathically communicated with all of them. Something about the environment and how we're destroying the environment and how I need to save it, whatever, before we kill everything on Earth. Yeah. And then just took off and flew away.
Which it's really weird how these little kids, they can all give the same story. You know what I mean? About like the environment and stuff. Like stuff they don't even know about. Like they don't know about that shit yet. And they're talking about that. That's what's weird. But a UFO doesn't necessarily mean aliens.
Yeah, it was Al Gore.
UFO just means unidentified object. Flying object. What if it was just a plane?
But they said it was like telepathically communicated with all of them. Like it didn't get off and say anything. They all just heard, or I don't know, I guess you don't hear it, whatever. The information was relayed to each individual person, the same thing, without it actually saying anything.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Have you seen the drawings too that a lot of the kids made?
Yeah.
They'll like draw them and they like drew aliens that look like aliens from like the movies.
And they all look the same.
Yeah.
Like the different drawings look the same. All of them have the same story.
Roughly the same. But
right. I mean, they're drawing. They're not going to be fucking little
same.
Kids. They're not great artists, but it's the same shape. It's the same like UFO. It's the same alien.
Yeah. It's really fucking weird. It's the one. This might be the only thing I've seen that's like actually kind of convincing.
Yeah.
Because the government can come out and say like, oh, there are UFOs actually. But like,
which they did.
Does that mean they're aliens? Like just because you see UFOs doesn't mean they're aliens. True. They could be something from Russia. China. They could be something China. Like, this actually.
It could be something that we're testing.
Yeah, exactly.
Top levels of the government aren't letting anybody else know. Like, do you think we have some fucking crazy technology?
Yeah.
The government has some crazy technology that's way ahead of everything else that we even know about?
I feel like it's not the government.
Who do you think it is?
I feel like there's, you know how we were just talking about deep states? I feel like it's something like that. Where it's
Well, I mean, that's what the government is. I mean, like the highest levels, like the people running everything, like the president's like mid-level. The president doesn't know shit. The people that are like the non-appointed people, like the people like the head of the CIA that are just appointed. They're not voted in. They're not like selected. They're just there, and they're there until they retire. Yeah. They go through 5-6 presidencies, and they're really running everything because they have stuff that they don't want to tell each individual president because then they're going to have a different opinion than the next president. They don't fucking do anything. These guys are really running it. Like like the people that were planning all this stuff for like Operation Northwoods or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. These people are even above like the president's clearance level of making decisions and knowing what's going on. That's what like the deep state is. I feel like the deep state term is.
It sounds very. It's just like Illuminati. It sounds like very conspiratorial,
right?
Even though it could just be very true. Like it's just deep state, meaning like they're deep into.
Yeah, no, it's just the people that aren't. Yeah, the people that aren't voted in. They're just appointed in these positions that they stay there until they want to retire. Like and they're controlling shit. Like that's what.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But like I was saying with this Zimbabwe thing, it's like the first time I've actually read or seen anything that's like. That actually looks like it could be aliens, like something not from the world, from the Earth.
Are you big on aliens?
I don't know.
It
Because
seems like something that I would be really into, but I just never have really gotten that into it.
it's not real enough, I think. Like that's what, like I like conspiracies because you can like see it being real. Like I like certain conspiracies.
Well,
that are
and there's a bunch of real conspiracies that have happened. Like stuff that really, like it's like
Yeah.
Operation Northwoods. That was a thing that really fucking happened.
Or
They
like-
almost did it.
yeah. Or like that's like when we talk about like the Tinder swindler and stuff like that. Like that's real, but it's like edgy and it's not the norm. So it's like it's kind of off the wall. So it's really interesting to learn about.
Yeah.
But like aliens just seem. I get it. Maybe it comes from me just like never liking sci-fi stuff. I've never been a
Yeah.
sci-fi. I don't know. It's just it's hard to get behind because there's really nothing that's like definitive. So it's hard to
Yeah,
get
there's
behind.
some good stuff though, like the Commander David Fravor guy with the Tic Tac, where he was like a pilot and he was flying over, and he's like very high up in the Air Force. They picked
Yeah,
up
but that
this
doesn't
thing
mean
on,
aliens.
right. But that's like that was something.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
why
something that
that's
you
what I'm
said it
saying.
was
There's no like
way
proof
ahead of any technology that we currently have that at least
That
that
he
the
knows
general
about.
public knows about. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but that's kind of what I mean. Like, there's no evidence of
It being
actual aliens. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, but
just
what
like,
is it,
It could
though?
just be
It's
another
interesting.
government. Yeah, that's true.
But
Like
they
the
said it's
mystery of
so
it.
far ahead of, or like outside of any technology that we have or even know about.
Yeah.
Like outside of the laws of physics, even
Yeah, that's where it starts
as
to
we
get a little
understand
weird.
them.
When it's just like doesn't make sense to someone who like knows physics.
Yeah,
That's when it
like
starts
that's
to
what
get
he
a
was
little
like the
weird.
fucking top guy in the Air Force. Like he knows about
Yeah.
how like flying shit works.
Yeah. If you believe in the simulation, do you think there's aliens? Like if you're someone who like fully believes in the simulation, are you like anti-alien? Because if there's a simulation, then like because people who believe in aliens are like, oh, the universe is so big, there's gotta be other living things out there. But if you believe in simulation, then like there's no living things anywhere. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's
yeah,
just like
yeah,
a
we're,
simulated reality.
for what we're living in, but something is simulating us. So would they be aliens?
Technically,
is it
I
just
think they would be because they're
Future
not.
versions of humans that are simulating this, but then there's probably aliens in that in the real life, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's fucking wild. It's interesting to think about
It definitely is.
because aliens seem like it just doesn't seem like you could believe in the simulation and aliens at the same time.
Why?
Aliens seem because I think of alien like
But then whatever's running the simulation is either, like I,
guess,
said,
yeah,
like
you're
more
right.
advanced versions of humans,
Those
or they're
would be
aliens, or they
aliens,
would
yeah.
just be aliens.
they'd be alien.
We're
Like
not-
the term alien is like
Yeah, if we're
different,
not regular
basically.
biological life, then if
Yeah.
we're living in a simulation, then whatever is simulating us is an alien,
Yeah.
then, right?
Yeah.
Or it's just not a human. It's not what we know as humans.
Like because technically they'd be aliens because just the word alien doesn't necessarily mean extraterrestrial. It just means like something different from
Yeah.
that group of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
We might have to dive deeper into this on another app.
Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Yep.
Go
Go,
like and subscribe everywhere. YouTube.
Yep.
Spotify.
Hey, we got 12. We actually got to the point where you can like see how many reviews we have on Spotify.
Yeah.
Like you need like at least 10. We have 12. So if you haven't already done that and you're listening to this on Spotify, go give us like a star review on Spotify. Go over to Apple Podcasts and do the same thing and maybe write a review.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, that's all we got.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
We love
Thanks
you.
for listening.